All right, Michael, thank you so much for joining us today for Community Quotes. If I can have you first say and spell your first and last name for us.
My first name is Michael, Michael. My last name is Wetzel, Wetzel.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Michael, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
I was born in Medley, grew up there with my mom, my dad, and my sister. Went to Alice Bunny, went to Meislov Junior High, and I went from East Jefferson to Bonneville, back to East Jefferson, and then I moved down to Lafayette in '97.
Oh, in '97, so you've been here since. Do you go back to New Orleans every now and then and visit?
No. After my dad passed away,
Okay.
it's the only thing, the closest I want to get to New Orleans is when I'm watching the New Orleans Saints on TV.
On the game.
Yeah.
So you're a Saints fan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Since '86.
Oh, that's good. So it was long before they won the Super Bowl. That's good, because sometimes they have fans that come out of the woodworks just Super Bowl time.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
Yeah. What about other sports teams that you like?
I'm big in baseball, and that's about it. My teams are Oakland Athletics and the San Francisco Giants.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good teams. Underdogs. So you said you're from New Orleans, and then you moved here to Lafayette in '97. Yeah. So what do you like about Lafayette?
The food, the people are very nice, and the atmosphere is really cool.
Yeah, yeah. You like the music scene around here?
No.
No?
I am not big on Zydeco, and I can't stand Cajun music.
You can't? Okay. All right. Do you attend Festival International or any of the other festivals?
No, I'm usually walking around that time, and NFL Draft comes on at that time, so I stay home and watch the NFL Draft.
Gotcha. So yeah, so you like the NFL Draft. Okay. I know I've seen you around here at AOC, so you're a member. How long have you been a member here?
Oh, let me see. I want to say about 2015.
Okay, so 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I went on Bob's show, Insight into Mental Health, and when he had Brandon as his producer, he had mentioned how cheap it is to, be able to do what you want at a reasonable price and all year round. So I was thinking to myself, like, why I haven't grabbed this? Cause I was in a band with one of my buddies, and then he kind of needed to take a break. So then I decided to do my own musical thing. This is kind of different than you see in Lafayette.
Yeah. And you mainly use the podcast booth, right? Yeah,
to record
music.
CDs.
Yeah. So tell me about your music. What kind of genre do you appeal to?
Well, let me say this. I like a lot of music from the 30s to about now.
Okay.
But the music that I do that I always fell in love with since about '96 was shock rock.
Okay.
It's kind of like Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, Cradle Filth type music. And so I decided to start doing that, and I go by the name of King of Horror and Death.
Okay.
And it's not like it's a certain genre of people who like that type of music than based on say like pop or something.
Yeah. It's different, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any of those performers in concert?
Well, I haven't seen them live, but I've seen them on TV and all that.
Yeah.
Because Lafayette is not going to allow neither bands to come to Lafayette.
Yeah, I think with Marilyn Manson, you got that right. Now, Alice Cooper, I used to work at Paragon Casino, and he's been on the casino circuit for a while. And he puts on a good show. He doesn't do the huge theatrics, but he's still a very interesting person to see. He puts on a great show.
Yeah,
very entertaining.
That's the whole thing about shock rock. It's just not about the music, but what they do to entertain the crowd.
Now, do you perform live anywhere, or are you pretty much just behind the scenes?
For right now, I'm just doing the CDs and all that.
Yeah.
But I was playing atmosphere until I got banned.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't the owner didn't quite like.
He didn't like the type of music.
Actually, she didn't like the type of music.
She didn't like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was cool because I got tired of playing there because it used to be fun, but then when she came in, she kind of popped the air out of the fun bubble, and you know, now people quit going over there because you know they can't, you know, it's not what it used to be.
Okay. Okay. Whenever you were a child, did you enjoy listening to music or writing music like you do now?
I didn't start like writing music until I was like a teenager. When I
Okay.
was like 16,
Mm-hmm.
it was like a competition, and so my teacher told us to, you know, write a song. So the band that we were supposed to write a song for, if they picked it, your school won computers. So there was a indie folk band. So I wrote something that was folk music, and you know, it won the competition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and everything. And
Do you remember the song?
no, it was. I only I can remember. It was about two people who fell in love in the city, who broke up, never to love again, and then they kind of went their separate ways, went back home until they died of a broken heart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was a very emotional song, but it just came to me and I ordered like in like 2 seconds, and then I gave it to my teacher. She cried, and she's like, "Wow, everybody else wanted to do rap music or heavy metal," and I was like, "The band that wants you to write a song is folk music, so kind of go to the genre of music."
So after school, did you start working or did you take a break from that?
After I got finished with school, we moved here to Lafayette. So yeah, it's kind of like, I want to say in a couple of months I was looking for Louis Carlos, my first job at 18, and then stayed there for 2 years, and then left Ties and went to McDonald's,
Okay.
and now I work at Albertsons for like 18 years.
You've been at Albertsons for 18
Yeah,
years.
since
Wow.
'99.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool place to work for. The people are nice, and can't get any better bosses than the ones I have.
That's awesome. And I'm sure you encounter customers too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they look for me, they ask for me, they hate when I go on vacation because nothing gets done.
Wow. Well, yeah, it sounds like you're a dedicated employee. Do you have any hobbies aside from music and going to your dedicated job?
I do, but I do like every now and then when I feel up to it, I kind of dabble in weightlifting. I used to bodybuild before I started doing music, and I've been doing that since I was 16. I'm like 39 right now, so I kind of do it like when I'm in the mood for it and when I have the energy. And I do martial arts.
Oh, you do?
Wow. Yeah, my cousin taught it to me when he came over from the Marines, and he taught me hand-hand combat. So now it's like I know it, and I try not to use it as much because just because you know how to use it doesn't mean you should.
Right.
And nobody ever wins a fight. Everybody loses when they fight. No matter if you win or lose, you still lose because people should be able to talk out the differences than to throw a fist.
That's right. Well, and that's what we're here, you know, at AOC. That's what we practice is everybody's right of free speech. Everyone is entitled to say and voice their own opinion. I'm glad that you're a member and that you get a chance to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your music. Are you working on an album right now?
I wrote about 15, 16, 17 songs
Okay.
that I'm going to put on 2 different CDs. Don't really know the name of it yet.
Okay.
Maybe I'm going to call it 4 Inches to Go, 4 Inches to Nothing, but not too sure what it's going to be called yet.
Okay.
I usually come in here, do the CD, and then I kind of think about what I'm going to call it after I'm done, and usually comes out pretty decent.
How many songs would you say that you've written in your lifetime?
I want to say about maybe 300 to 500.
Wow.
Yeah, because my mind's always going. Like my best friend from New Orleans, his name was Alberto, and we grew up. He was like a brother to me, and so keep in contact with him. But he had told me, you know, he came out to college, told me he was gay, and I said, dude, I've been knowing that since we was kids. But they had that shooting in Orlando. So he was like all mad, so I wrote him a poem, and it kind of helped them, you know, see that it would be better days. And the poem became a song before I started doing the shock rock, and it was called "Smile for Peace."
Oh.
hmm It was kind of like Jalen had give peace a chance, and mine was kind of like "Smile for Peace."
Is that one of your favorite songs that you've ever written? Because it had a lot of
Yeah,
meaning
that
to you.
one, and I wrote a song for my grandmother, my coworker. I support breast cancer, so I wrote a song called what's the name of that goofy song? Lady in Pink, and it was about supporting breast cancer and helping people, you know, get through it, because you need when ladies go through that tragic time, they need somebody, they need something to help them fight through it, and if you got that support, then it will help you. Because one of my customers, I gave her the CD, and her niece was going through it with a ballet, and even though she lost her life to it, it managed to help her go through, like it helped her like intermission for like a month or two, and then it came back, but it helped her fight through it to the end. And so yeah, you know, I wrote a song about it, and you know, and it has the poetry in it about in the end only winners was pink, and I won't let you die, my sister, my friend. Just remember all the brave ladies who came before you and never gave up their fight until the end. Only winners was pink, my friend. And it was just to support the whole
movement.
Yeah, because that is a tough one to go through.
It is, and that's a good, inspiring song. Now, the songs that you write now, do you want to touch anyone's lives with them, or send a specific message?
With shock rock, I'm just having fun doing it.
You're just having fun.
Yeah, there's really nothing, no meaning to it. It's just, you know, I write the song about everyday life towards me, and then I put it out there. I mean, the only song that probably could touch anybody would be Black Tape, and it's about people not letting you express your freedom to speak.
Yeah.
Like if you're a Democrat, people say, "Oh no, Republicans are good." If you're a Republican, and people, "Oh no, Democrats are better." And it's kind of like it's like Black Tape. You silence my voice, but you can't silence my voice of peace. Black Tape. And that's just about, even if somebody tells you, even somebody like say, "Shh, it doesn't work out," you know, you can still write it on paper and get it out.
Whenever you're writing songs, where do you like to be? Do you like to find a favorite spot in your house, or at a coffee shop, or where do you like to write?
Once I have the song in my head, I try just to go. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I'll just try to find a quiet place and write it real quickly, and then and then we'll go on what I'm doing. Sometimes it's at work. I get these songs in my head, and sometimes it could be in my nightmares that I have, and I kind of like having nightmares because it comes out to really interesting stuff when it's out. You know.
Well, I'm sorry that you have nightmares.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all do.
We all do, yeah.
That's the thing you do, is just embrace them and try to put them on paper and see what it's about and what they mean, where they could be going.
That's probably therapeutic.
Yeah.
Do you find that as a musician that you go through phases of what you like to listen to, or what you want to, change or develop into over the years?
I mean, when I did folk music, I wanted it to be about peace and make everybody, quit being violently and everything, give peace to sleep, silence to violence. Where shock rock is just about, I don't believe in putting down Christ in music. I believe that's too easy. I believe the music in my shock rock musical is kind of like watching a horror movie, but me singing about it, and you can hear the screaming and all the creeping things in the background. But yeah, I would try to not to not to change, whatever change, I'll just kind of keep going for it.
Gotcha. Do you have any aspirations to make any videos in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I want to make one. That's my next thing I want to do before, either this membership or next time I get my membership. I want to make like a creepy, dark video of a cemetery and, have, see where it leads to.
That could be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And being a member here at AOC,
Oh, yeah.
you certainly would be able to put that together. So that
Yeah.
would be
Oh, yeah.
that would be something I think that we can look forward to.
Yeah.
And this can be regarding music or movies. What is your favorite decade and why?
Good question. I think my favorite decade would have to be probably the 80s.
Okay.
I mean, I was a kid growing up, but it just seemed very peaceful enough. I mean, they still had their problems, but it seemed like everything was very peaceful and nobody had, that much problems.
Mm-hmm.
The music was music, everything was coming out. Seems like this generation kids were going out to play, and now it seems like this generation, everybody's sitting inside, and nobody's seeing what the sun can brighten up your day.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I know about your musical background, but what about movies or TV shows? What are some of your favorites that you like to watch?
Not too many TV shows I like anymore because the whole TV is getting just plain horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch probably Porn Star that on History
yeah.
Channel and Counting Calls and Ghost Adventures. Cause I'm missing in haunted places. I actually grew up in a haunted spot.
Oh.
When I moved down here.
You want to tell me about that?
The Mimosas Apartments.
Okay.
I was living there, and we were supposed to live in the back at 133F. And one day I was getting ready for work, and something flew out of my closet, so I'm thinking, well, that's nothing. Didn't think enough of it. And then other things sort of plates flying off of counters, doors opening, rocket chills walking back forth, blinds going up and down. My mom's sleeping one night, and the lights clicked on. So I'm thinking, well, let's go. Maybe she's up. And I asked Mom, you up? And I can hear her sleeping. I'm thinking to myself, and then the lights turns back off, and I'm like, uh-oh. So then we moved out of that apartment, and we moved to the front, and the same stuff was continuing. I was sleeping one night, and it felt like somebody was forcing me down to the bed where I couldn't move. And so I was already up and got up as quick as I could, and the picture I could think of is this older lady in a white dress back in the 1900s with this evil look on her face, mad as a hornet's bee, just holding me down, looking me dead to my face. And I asked a police about it, and he told me the same thing happened to an Asian kid at UL. And so he told me to get some holy water, get the Bible, and he told me what to say. Well, the thing tried to choke me in my sleep after getting out of my bedroom, and everything was kind of fine for a little while, and then it came back I think it was like last year before we moved out, and it was to a point where I couldn't go to sleep. I was falling asleep. I was pure exhausted. I had the final straw of it. Well, I had a dream, nightmare, and I was a Catholic priest, and two of my customers at Albertson was in my dreams, my nightmare, and I was like the priest, and the devil went inside both of them, so I got out the guy. But when it went to the woman, she turns her head on and screams, she's the devil, and it woke me up. And the AC, it was in August, the AC wasn't running that well, and my room felt like it was like crisp 30 degrees. You see your breath and everything, and it was like very hot that year. So like I tell you, my nightmares helps me write songs. It became a song called "The Darkness of Silence." But just water turning on, doors opening. It actually let out my my little chihuahua out of the room one time because I shut the door and she got out. So I mean, it was a very evil entity that was in there. And then when I was 5, I went walking into my my bedroom. to go to bed, and this they call it it's like a goat's head but human's body with wings came out of my bedroom and scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. And then like later on, I became a Christian, and I still have memories of that.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was, "Oh, it's just in your head," and I pulled up the picture to her and said, "This is what I saw when I was 5," and her mouth just dropped.
Wow.
Yeah, it happens, but I believe in God and Jesus overcomes evil every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I like my horror shock music, I don't put down Christ because I'm a born again Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the music, so what I do is I kind of make it sound. I kind of write about like horrifying, like horror music as horror movies.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything about yourself that you would like to change?
Not really. I mean, the only thing I would want to change, but yeah, I kind of got over it quick when I met my girlfriend I've been dating since 2002. Was I was really shy.
Oh, yeah.
But then after doing that and my buddy helping me by throwing me in making me sing when we first started the two-man folk band, it kind of helped me not be no more shy around people. Kind of got me out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would be the only thing I would want to change if that would be something, if I still had, still shy a little bit, but not as much anymore.
Okay. Do you like to travel?
No.
No. You like to stay home?
Yeah, I can't stand being on the road looking at tree after trees after trees. I'm like, ah.
Yeah. So you don't want to take a vacation anywhere?
No, actually, I took a 3 weeks vacation paid from work and came here for all 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You love AOC that much?
Yeah, it's like a second home. Gets me away from everything else in life.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Well, I appreciate you having a place like this.
Sure. Michael, what is the best advice you've ever been given?
Best advice I've been given. Probably somebody told me one time, which was my dad. Came home mad. I wanted to wring this kid's neck, and I hold my grounds. And my dad said, "Look, you can go back to school and beat this kid up, but you're only hurting yourself because you're gonna be the one in trouble with the weapon. This kid's not. So the best thing you can do is just walk away."
Yeah.
And he said, and that's when he told me, being a man meaning to walk away from a fight, or even don't go too far fighting. Just go to sort of speak one-on-one as a man.
Mm-hmm.
And even my my high school coach told us that.
Yeah.
Yes, he told us. He told we're gonna teach you something about manhood, how not to get into a fight, how to walk away, how to talk your differences out, not to get yourself in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And so I learned that from my high school coach and my dad, not to get into a big argument.
That's good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, if you could spend one day in somebody else's shoes, who would it be and why? And it could be a celebrity. It could be someone famous, non-famous, living or deceased.
You know what? This is gonna be a surprise for a lot of people because I can't stand this guy, at all. And I think what he did was not cool. But maybe calling Kaepernick to see why he did what he did. See if it was for a real thing that he was standing for, or just to save his job. Just to see if what he did was true or not true. And just to see how that would work out.
Yeah.
See if he took a knee to save his job, which I think he did, or did he take a knee to actually to help, But I mean, there's better ways to do it than do it to the flag.
Do you have any fears or phobias?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what are they?
Even though I can swim really good, I am afraid of water.
Are you?
Yeah, and it's not just like, it's the idea of going like traveling on a bridge and knowing that they got water underneath you and having that feel of going off the bridge and drowning in a car.
Yeah. And I think that's a common fear for a lot of people.
That's probably why I don't even travel, because, you know, I know you got to go bush and everything, and I hate heights.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm terrified of heights.
Michael, where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
Hopefully alive and just continue doing music. You know, hopefully not, and hopefully not doing something that, you know, that may regret in life. Hopefully just being a good person and continue doing music and continue coming over here.
You mentioned, you know, not having any regrets. Do you have any regrets of anything that you've done in your past?
Actually, no. You know, I don't regret doing my music or art film getting banned. I mean, I was told, hey, don't do it now, but you can play for years and years. I said, no, I can't do that. I got to do, you know, I would have a regret then. I said, no, I got to do it myself. And one thing I go by in life, if you're going to do something, no matter if it's music, living, what, just do it. Don't regret it. Because if you regret it, then you're going to regret yourself for not doing it.
Yeah. That's really good advice. Just a few more questions left.
Cool.
What achievement are you most proud of?
Managed to hold a job for 18 years is one, and I was a couple of 2 times I was at Albertsons, and one time this guy this lady had her infant in the buggy, and this guy was trying to take it, but she managed to get to the front. She checked out, and she told the manager, and she told me. I walked her to a car, and they was gonna go pick up her husband afterwards. So I made sure that they got in the car, locked the door, and made sure they drove off. I'm gonna go find the guy, and I said, look, I told him to get lost, because if not, we're gonna have to call the cops on him. And as I was about to call 911, he took off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and another story was I was at Albertson talking to the guy, waiting for him to put stuff up, and this car was backing out, and this little toddler was sitting in the car, his daughter, and the car was coming at us, so I took the buggy and moved it over that way and saved the kid's life before getting hit.
Wow.
Yeah. And those are 2 I look back on, was happy that I could be able to do it.
Yeah.
And all that.
That's wonderful. You're a hero.
Yeah, I guess so. It was just, you know, I know martial arts, so I mean, how I usually use it is when I feel like I'm in trouble, I turn it on. When I don't need it, I just put it on the back burner. So at that time, when the car was backing up, I kind of just grabbed out of the corner of my eye and pushed the buggy this way. The guy was very happy, and I said, no problem, you know, that's what you do.
Yeah, you do the right thing.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone in your life that's been very influential to you? Someone that's an inspiration?
I mean, my mom, my grandmothers. They, when my grandfathers got sick, they stood by them, took care of them until their last, you know, dying breath. My mom was always there for me, because I grew up with a speech impediment. So when I did learn how to talk, nobody could understand me. So it was my mom and my sister who knew what I wanted and what I was saying. So you know, for them to help me out in life, it'll have to be my mom, my sister, and my grandmothers. They're song ladies.
Yeah.
Because you know, many guys won't want to say it, but you gotta have a good, strong woman beside you, because guys are not as strong as ladies as we like to think.
I think you're right.
I mean, we get sick, we want to our mothers, we want to our girlfriends, or they get sick, they handle it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people's like, don't be saying that. It's true.
Yeah.
You know, we get sick, we act like big babies.
Yeah.
Females get sick and they don't.
That's right.
Yeah, if they have kids, they have a husband, they have to put their sickness aside to
Yeah.
tend to them. And that's how I saw it. My mom and my dad was not the best person when he got sick. So.
Well, thank you for saying that, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of women watching that will agree with you 100%.
Oh yeah, may not be too popular with the guys, but I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just I can't tell a lie.
I love that, and I think you think you're an honest person. I mean, you always tell the truth.
I try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even like one of my buddies is in rap music that I work with, and he has a video on YouTube. So he showed me. I said, "Well, what's the name of it?" I went to go listen to it, and rap music is really not for me, but
Yeah.
and it sounded like a very cheesy video, but I told him, "Man, that's professional. That sounds awesome." You know, kind of,
You
know.
told a little white lie.
Yeah, I cut him on the hardest feelings.
Yeah. Sometimes we all have to do
Yeah,
that.
but you know, I try to tell the truth when it comes
Yeah.
to it, so nobody can get hurt or nobody can get in trouble.
That's a good way to think.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, in closing, is there anything else about you that you would like to share with the audience? Anything that I didn't ask you that you want to talk about?
No, I mean,
We talked about a lot of stuff.
yeah, music, politics, anything,
Yeah.
it's all, you know,
You want to talk about politics?
it's up to you. I don't really care about it.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject.
It is a touchy
like I said, like I was telling that last review about how Democrats think they're right and Republicans think they're wrong, and then Republicans think they're right and Democrats think they're wrong. I just try to stay in the middle, meaning I don't care who you are, if you're Republican or Democrat. If you're gonna say you're gonna do this, then do it.
Yeah,
Don't go back and lie.
that's right.
And every last president we had lied.
Yep. Well, words to live by.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate your time. Thank you for being here.